Coming up with some ideas to keep it simple. As usual, I'll be talking about this small little cup I got with a lid on it. It's about 16 ounces. When I'm shower feeding with the Swirly, I bring the collapsible bucket, which you see there. Fits perfectly in a regular bathroom sink, so you don't have to worry about any hoses or anything. Again, the other side will show ounces. One side shows cups. I'm going to mix the simple end cap and dilute it at 4 ounces per gallon and put it in the tank on my machine. So what I'll do is, it's a 16-ounce cup, so I'll put half of that cup into the first bucket, mix it up, and then add another bucket of just warm water to the tank. That'll give me the full 4 ounces per gallon, or 8 ounces for the 2 gallons. It's not that heavily soiled. The carpets that I'm doing are kind of a frise. They're some heavy wear and foot distortion in the traffic areas in a few areas. Not too bad overall, and it's that natural beige color, so wherever the distortion or the natural fiber wear, you'll get what they refer to in the industry as apparent soil. It's not soil, it's just the fibers are opened up, laying flat, especially while they're a little damp, and then they reflect light differently because they don't have those little lustrous looking tops that are twisted tight anymore. We'll go over that in a moment, but I'll show you a few rooms here. I'm doing 3 bedrooms upstairs, the hallway. I'll be doing the staircase, and then downstairs I have a living room, dining room area, and a long hallway that goes out the door. Again, the Swirly machine. I'll show you a couple things with this. I'm going to be filling it up, but I'm going to have to lower the handle. You see how it's straight up? Lower it back, because if you left it the other position and dumped your solution, if you spilt any or it dripped, it'll end up right down in there in the motor and cause some problems. So you don't want to do that. Tip it back, fill it up right to the top. Now I went back off camera and got another bucket to add to it. So we got, this tank's about a 2.5 gallon. This is a small strap that I think I got at Walmart in the electrical department. But what it does, it works perfect on here as far as keeping my cord over on the left side. I'm right-handed. I like the cord up higher so that when I need to grab it, it's right there. This is the thicker microfiber pad. It's pre-dampened. I soaked it down in the sink, wrung it out a little bit. I'll turn the valve on for the shower feed, and away we go. I am filming with one hand here, so you will see me stop periodically and kind of bump the trigger for the solution. I've been kind of gauging how much solution I need on different jobs, and I've come to the realization on this one, if I just bump it a couple times, I can usually get 2 to 3 complete rim passes, you know, going across and back. If there's a heavier soiled area than typical areas, then I will kind of do a 50% cross and go back over. But see, 1, 2, believe it or not, if you practice this outside on the concrete or in your garage, you'll get a feel for how much solution comes out and how far it spreads out in the pad. So I will go back and forth if I see anything that needs additional work. I always have my rug renovator up here so I can use that for pre-agitation. You know, it's the tool I prefer for grooming. I do have the shop vac with the, actually purchased a Pro Team nozzle for it, or a flat floor tool. I'll show that in one of my next videos. But the post grooming with that is pretty awesome too. There's a bump. Going across, not using too much solution, but yet definitely doing the job. I'll try and stop somewhere in the middle here and show you. This is where the fiber distortion is, where I'm kind of going back over it a couple times. And then what I'll do is I'll pan the camera back and let you see where I stopped and where I'm heading. You'll see the soil behind the areas that I cleaned. Pretty obvious, I think, even with the camera. And then if you look at the areas that I cleaned where the distortion is right there in front of me, that's the heavy traffic area. It is clean, it's just kind of laying flat, reflecting light differently. Again, that's what they refer to in the industry as apparent soiling. It's not soil, it is just distortion or wear. So let me come to a position where I can kind of show that. Hopefully it helps explain what's going on. It happens with hot water extraction as well. Those guys are doing a great job of flushing the carpets, flushing out all the soil. And as they go, you'll see the natural wear patterns, sometimes in front of sofas or in and out of rooms. Now, when I was doing steam cleaning or hot water extraction, as they like to call it, you're actually getting the carpet a little more damp than you are with the low moisture cleaning method that we're doing here. And what happens, anything that's wet looks shiny. So the wear patterns don't pop as much as they do on a low moisture. But when you get done with a big house and you go back and look at it, you'll see it starts to dry and you'll see those distortion. Where there, you can see it's looking good. There's the distortion up here on the left. Let me kind of pan back out and I'll see if I can explain it. You see the soil right there versus up there? That's soil, and that above it is natural wear. And I did hit it a little bit with the magic bullet in the pistol sprayer. Got my bucket. You'll see my black street shoes down there. I've been trying to utilize the white house shoes that I have. They're not used outside. They're like slippers basically for inside. Kind of like Crocs. That way I'm not bringing the dirt in and I don't have to fight with shoe booties. All right. There we are. Swirly is doing the job. I'll finish up here at the door and then we'll have another look at it. I'll also take some after pictures. Sometimes I take before if I think it needs a before and after, but for my clients, this one, he left the door open and paid over the phone when I got here. So what I will do is send him a picture collage, and you'll see that at the end of the video. The app is called, I think, Pic Collage, P-I-C Collage. And I'll put probably 8 photos into one picture collage. You could see there, that's just distortion, but look close, it's clean. I could wipe a white cloth across it. It's a beautiful day today. Got my 2-gallon pump-up sprayer for the stairs. Got my rug renovator ready to go into action. Grooming. Got my Auric orbiter up there. Gonna take care of these stairs, and then I'll do the lower level. So we'll have a look at some of the after work once I'm done doing a little grooming here. Doing this one-handed, obviously I like to kind of put a little pressure on it so I can get the triangles in there. This is a little bit older carpet, so it's not going to really show a bunch of apparent triangles. Or actual triangles. I don't know why I'm apparent. I'm thinking of apparent soil, which is just the distortion. Here is the finished product on one of the rooms. And in person looks, oh, so much better than this. This one as well. You could see here there's some shadows going on, but this did come out absolutely beautiful. And once it dries, it's going to lighten up even more. That's the third bedroom and the connecting hallway. And then I'll show you the staircase. I should have taken a few before pictures just for the YouTube video so you could see the major difference. But you guys and gals know me. I'll keep going until I am satisfied with the work or the product. This came out beautiful for the age of the carpet and the natural distortion that it has. And this hallway coming up, my goodness, it was really, really heavily soiled. Even the client said, wow, you brought the life back into the carpet. So you'll see the picture collage that I was talking about. I'll put a picture collage together at the end of a job, text my client, send him the picture collage, let him know the house is all locked up and the job is complete. There's an example of what I sent. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.